Okay, so these are our new 24 mini ecopod cards, and I'm going to walk through how to apply them to the card, how to figure out the colors, kind of a talk through, because some of the colors are pretty similar when they're dry. All right, so what you get in this bag also is compostable. You get the card, and on the back is some information about what you're painting with. And then you get another small compostable bag with the mini ecopods. We also have a desiccant pouch. This is a clay desiccant that absorbs any water that may be present as sort of a way to make sure that the pods don't stick together inside the bags if they're breathing. Anyway, just sort of our way to account for that. So actually, I don't encourage you to mess with this, but if you're curious, you can cut it open and just pour it into your garden or a potted plant. It's smectite clay, so it swells when it gets wet, and it's just kind of fun to look at too. It's kind of purplish in color. But anyway, that's not why we're here. Okay, this guy. All right, so this bag, we purposefully drew a dotted line here and put the paints on the left side that go on the left side and the right side that go on the right side, because like I said, some of those colors are harder to see than others. So let's do the left side. And one thing I encourage people, when you get this, don't just open it up because you're so excited. Make sure you take a peek at what's in these bags. A color that really jumps out to me is this ash color. Is just a really nice gray, and this is on the right side. The words compostable should be on the back. This is like the front, left, right. And so here we are on the left side. It's got the folded bag. This is the end that I sealed here. Left, right, left, right. Okay. Then, like I said, we're gonna do the left side first. So I'm just gonna cut that open and pour out those pods. Leave these guys over here and see what we see. I've just got a number 6 round paintbrush here, and just some tap water, regular water will do. And oops, I made a big drip, but just try to put a drop of water on each of the circles of color. Oops. The cards that we're using are really thick cardstock, made of cotton. They're pretty strong, so they receive a lot of water well. All right, and now it's like a puzzle. You could start at the top and try to figure out that this one's violet hematite. Or if you're struggling and you're like, I'm not sure which color is which, you could sort of go around and look at the ones that really jump out at you. So this green one here is recovery. Just put that there. There's another green one called Celerac. It's really an olive green, natural earth. And actually this card here, all of the colors on this card are all natural soil minerals except this one, blue one over here. The colors on this card are the 12A and the 12C, if you're familiar with our colors. Ginger jumps out pretty nicely. This sort of bluish Vivianite does as well. This dark black wildfire is clear. And you've got some kind of brown and purple ones. This real dark purple is the violet hematite. And so when I place them on the circles, I like to sort of drive through my drop of water. The pale hematite is a purplish one, similar to violet hematite, but it's paler, a paler hematite. Those are actual hematites, but this is sort of the iconic color I think of when I think of hematite, that red color there. The oranges get tricky, but as you can see, we put a couple of the other oranges that are equally tricky on the other side. Okay, before we do that, there's a nice brown, our earth color goes right there. And then we have 3 oranges. The lighter orange is range. That color was named because it's orange, range, orange. And I live on the range. I live in Wyoming. We have tons of rangeland. And so that's where that color name came from. These last 2 are sweet potato, has a bit of a, maybe a little bit more pink hue to it than the Abrams orange. And so sweet potato goes up here and Abrams goes right there. All right, and then for the other right side of the bag, we can just cut that one open and see what we see. All right, this light purple jumps out at me. This is Mafic purple. Oops, I forgot the water. And this is just a drop of water. And we'll want to let this card sit so that those dry for a bit if you're going to paint directly off the card. Okay. So this purple, Mafic purple up there. There's another green. The green ones are pretty easy to differentiate. And then, like I said, this ethereal is the only one that has some synthetic non-toxic pigments added to soil to get that blue color out of these 24. Ash, that one jumps out. Can leave behind some of these oranges. The black, Ignis, this gorgeous brown. This is probably one of my favorite colors. Soil organic carbon. This dark red. You can see this 99, this beetroot. It's very similar, but it's a little bit on the purple side of red. And if that was sitting right next to hematite in the same side of the bag, it would be really hard for you to differentiate unless you started painting and spending some time with it. So that's why we split them up into different sides. This pink is Mountain Dusk. And now we've got 2 yellows. One of these yellows is a brighter yellow, turmeric, and the other is Hope. It's kind of a browner yellow. You can see in person probably a lot better. And then we're left here with 2 oranges. Well, Radish is certainly in person a little bit more pink. And then the Carrot is a really true, nice, strong orange. And again, it's very similar to Abrams orange, except, it came from a different source. The Abrams orange has some natural mica in it from the soil that it was collected. So there you have it. You can make your own card. I would recommend you let this card sit. I would let it sit for an hour, but I live in a very dry place. If you're somewhere, or if you have patience, if you could leave it overnight, that'd be great. There's no harm in painting right now. It's just like these little guys, actually, they're not even wiggling that much. I don't know, play around with it. You're gonna make a mess of the card, and that's the point, really. So I hope you have fun with it.